Yo, how y'all feeling, man? We back. It's another
Takezo,
day.
kill this one.
Today is currently the 17th. I will not be posting just because my computer's tripping right now. And I'll make a video on like the whole internet and all that what's going on right now. But I think what I gotta do is just find the nearest cafe spot, chill out over there and see if it's because of my Wi-Fi. I'm pretty sure it's not, but if it is, then that's how we're gonna be uploading the videos. But right now, I don't know why it's taking the first video that I uploaded, and I've only uploaded one video. It took about 10 hours to upload. That's why I kind of want to make my videos short, because that might be the problem, but I'm pretty sure it's not. I think it's some other stuff going on, but yeah, man, that's that. Today though is an exciting day. Today I will be speaking on my last or the last playlist that I got for y'all. Which is God Over Men. After that, we just gonna be building on top of these playlists, or under these playlists, I should say. So yeah, so this is literally the last thing, for me to, cover, and my whole foundation is pretty much gonna be not quite, but my foundation is almost done. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna, start dropping videos to y'all more constantly. Even though I have dropped only one video, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. But let me make sure this mic. Yeah, we good. But yeah, man. So I do want to kind of point this out to y'all, man. Not all my videos are gonna be for like everyone. Like I'm not talking to just everyone. And what I mean by that is I'm basically gonna have videos where I'm talking to believers, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna have videos where I'm talking to, the non-believers or the gentiles, you know what I'm saying? And the reason why I kind of want to do that is because, yeah, not every video is for everyone, think in terms of Paul and all the other disciples, right? Paul had his own little group that he spoke to, which were the Gentiles, right? And it was certain things that he kind of allowed, you know what I'm saying, even though they were, learning about God and believing in God. See, you got to understand, Paul knew about the Sabbath, you know what I'm saying? Paul knew about the days that were going to come, so he wasn't really tripping on them at that time. And I'm going to break this down a lot more, you know what I'm saying, later on in the video. But when it comes to the other disciples, right, the ones who actually walked with Jesus physically, they were, more, I would say, structured to, they were more structured, kind of like how they lived was like they lived as if they were in the Sabbath. And I know what I'm saying right now doesn't make sense, but I'm gonna cover everything, the Sabbath, which is the seventh day, and then you got the eighth day, which is, I'm gonna cover all that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, so I will try to, kind of like guide y'all, be like, hey, I'm talking to this day, so hopefully, y'all able to understand on who I'm speaking to at that time. But I will kind of, let y'all know, at that moment. Hold on. Oh, no, that's ice. So, I've stated this previously that I said I'm a Christian, which I am, but to be honest, I prefer to be identified as a man of God. You know what I'm saying? I prefer to identify myself as a man who believes in the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I feel like you can't go wrong when you say that. I feel like you can't go wrong with that identity. You know what I'm saying? It's stamped on, on who, Abraham, who he believed on, Isaac and Jacob. You know what I'm saying? When people say they're Christians, it's so many things that could, that comes in my head or anybody else's head, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just a lot in that whole identity, I feel like. And you know what I'm saying, if to the world, yeah, I'm a Christian, but you know what I'm saying, the inner me or anybody that I meet and they ask me who, you know what I'm saying, what's my identity, I just say I'm a believer in God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. But yeah, man, like I said, you know, a lot of you ask a Christian, be like, hey, you believe in the Big Bang? They gonna be like, yeah. You believe in evolution? They gonna be like, yeah. And you know what I'm saying? If you really know, hey. So yeah, I don't like to really identify. I don't like to be in a box with that. So yeah. And we'll get into it all, we'll get into all that, because some of y'all right now are confused. Like, what do you believe? If you don't believe in the Big Bang, what do you believe? I believe in the Word. So we'll cover all that, man. And I already know, there's a lot of Christians who believe in science, you know what I'm saying? And, we got to understand that science comes from God, right? So choose God over science. That's all I'm going to say. So, yeah, man, let me read my notes. Again, I'm going to read my notes so I could go a little bit fast. I'm at 6 minutes right now. I'm trying to keep it at 10 or 15. So, and I'm not reading the word, I'm not going to be giving y'all the word today. I'm just going to be, giving y'all a little, for the future. So, I know some Gentiles, and Gentiles to me include those who believe in other gods. Now, I know some Gentiles may say, or even non-believers, which are Gentiles. We're going to cover all this in detail, but I put that group together, the unbelievers and the Gentiles, which believe in other gods. I put y'all in group. Now, some people may say, how do I know that my God is the true God? And to be honest, I just say it's a feeling, you know what I'm saying? I feel like there's no other feeling like the feeling of the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the word of Jesus. When somebody reads the word, when we speak the word, when we hear the word, there's something, it's just a feeling. You know what I'm saying? I done heard all that stuff. It just, to me, it's confusing. I really don't get it. You know what I'm saying? It's confusion. There's parts where it's like, man, they kind of low-key took that from the Bible, and there's many gods, and you know what I'm saying? So, like, listen, I'm foreign, right? I'm from Africa, right? And let's just say we believe in Mumbu, right? The god of Moon, or God Mumbu. I don't know where I'm going with this. Basically, man, what I'm trying to say is, we came in this world without titles, right? We came in this world without an identity, you know what I'm saying? But one thing that I do know is that we are all made in God's image, meaning that God created us, all of us, you know what I'm saying? So whatever God you believe in, I really don't care. I really don't, you know what I'm saying? Because I know, inside you, you know what I'm saying, I know who the real God is, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, in the exteriors, people, you live in Asia, you gonna be Hindu. You live in India, you gonna be Muslim or Middle East Muslim. Africa, you gonna Christian, I guess, or Mumbu, whatever I said. But at the end of the day, man, we're all God's children, you know what I'm saying? Whether you believe in him or don't believe in him, you know what I'm saying? God knows you and God loves you, but we'll dive into it. There's things, like I said, Adam and Eve, and we'll kind of cover it. Adam and Eve were deceived, you know what I'm saying? And we're in them days, so you gotta be careful, man, and not trust men, don't trust men. But I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. But let me get back into the notes, man, so I can read up on it a little bit. But yeah, man. So yeah, this playlist is gonna be the importance of trusting God and not man. There's a helicopter, few miles. I hope it doesn't come my direction. But but yeah, man. Let me read up. Okay, so I kind of covered a little bit, but yeah, the book that I decided to kind of cover, the book that I'm gonna start with is gonna be Genesis. I know y'all can hear it. The book that I'm gonna be covering is gonna be the life of Adam and Eve. I feel like that's very important because we're in them days, we're in them times. Hold on. I want to show y'all. It's a little dot. Oh man, I don't know why I did all that, because every time I do that, I end up pressing the shut off button. But we still live, we still going. But yeah, man, I feel like the book of Genesis, the beginning, it's ironic because it's very similar to the days that we're in. It's the beginning, but it's also the end. And it's life, but it also deals with death. So again, all this ties in with the beast system, which we'll cover coming up very shortly. And I want to say this, man. Once I cover that, whatever happens to me, happens to me. I'm going to be happy that I did my part, my job, And whoever else wants to run off with, the word, and, and get into details, yeah. But I'm going to give y'all, certain things where, yeah, I'm going to just, yeah. Oh man. So we all know that Adam and Eve were cast out of the garden because of disobedience. They had instructions from God, and they decided to listen to man. And I'm just say that man was Satan, Satan was man. I'll just say that we'll use, So you had Adam and Eve, you had Satan. For us, there's us, and then we have the powers that be. So they're doing the same thing that happened in the beginning. So, boom. Now, and another thing too is we gotta understand that the righteous could end up wicked, and the wicked could end up righteous. And that's very important, in the end times, and it's going to be just like that, right? There's going to be some of you who say y'all believe in God, there's going to be some of you, who say I've done this and I've done that, but at the same time, you got to understand that you got to be humble. There's certain things that we do that's not of God, but we do it because of fear. We do it because, pastor told me to do it. We do it because our parents. I'm not gonna get the kids involved, but there's things that we do that it's like we're listening to people that we shouldn't be listening to, and it could cause us to fall. At the end of the day, you can't point your fingers at that person. What they say, when you point one finger, 3 fingers point back at you. And I'm gonna scientifically break that down later on when it comes to the beast system, man. But yeah, and we gotta understand that we are born free. So we're born free. We're born having free will. So we choose our choices. We choose to be righteous or wicked. We choose life or death. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, man, you gotta choose what, you know what I'm saying, how you want to go out in this world, you know. And we gonna cover this way more in detail. Death is not the end. You gotta understand that, you know, some of y'all that are non-believers that believe in science, you know, that even the greatest scientists, you know what I'm saying, you know, they even told us that, you know, our souls are not destroyed, but they just transmute. They go to somewhere else. E equals MC squared. So you gotta understand, the only thing you should be worried about is your soul. You know what I'm saying? Dying ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm not scared to die. You know what I'm saying? Because if anything, we say RIP, rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I really don't know where that comes from, but it's true though. Like, you know, for those who live righteously, you know, there's peace after, you know, and just, you know, we all make a choice. We're almost done, man. I already know I'm at 16. Hold on. Yeah, man, so that's the end. Basically all I was saying in the end is, yeah, the Bible is the greatest book to be ever written, you know, and it's what brought me peace, and I know if y'all read it, it's gonna bring you peace. And yeah, hold on. I stated this, you know what I'm saying, I stated a lot of this, you know, previously. That's why today's a short video. But when you read that word, you can't be deceived, you know what I'm saying? Not even your pastor could deceive you, you know. So yeah, you know, obedience is better than sacrifice. You could go to church, you know what I'm saying, but that relationship with God means a lot more to God than you just going to church. And yeah. So yeah, man, that's the video. Trust God, not man. God over man. And you know, from here on, man, we're gonna dive into that word, you know, and we're gonna, you know, open up that book and dive into the scriptures. But that's been the video, y'all. Cool video, you know what I'm saying? But I see y'all when I see y'all, man. Like I said, I'm kind of disappointed that I can't post today, but it's all good, you know. Not that y'all probably gonna see this. I'm dealing with the future and the past, so y'all don't have to explain myself. But that's the video, y'all. I hope that y'all got something out this video, and I'll see y'all when I see y'all.